Welcome back and hello if you're new. So on night 2 this week of going out to see bands, I was very fortunate enough to be able to see both Coheed and Cambria and Chon at London's Roundhouse. This is actually my first experience seeing this band. I may have kind of dipped into them for like one song at Download once, but I've never seen them in an indoor setting. So I was really excited. And after their fantastic brand new album, The Unheavenly Creatures, I couldn't wait to see what Coheed and Cambria had in store for us at London's Roundhouse. First up though, before Coheed, was support band Chon, who I have seen before. I saw them in the garage and they were really cool. It was really great to see them on such a larger platform, you know, like the likes of the Roundhouse. But it was kind of difficult to see how it translated, particularly with it being instrumental. It's kind of harder to have that kind of rousing sense, you know, like for example when you see Machine Head in the Roundhouse, like Rob Flynn's always like, yeah! But if you don't have that and it's quite a stripped back kind of chilled out sound, I know they're very polarizing bands and they're very different, but I have to say the crowd loved it. They played loads of material off of Homie and all sorts of stuff, but the crowd was definitely full, and they seemed to really enjoy it. So in a weird way, it was kind of a really great choice for a support band.
Oh, pretty angels swinging from your cable, I feel.
However, the main event was Coheed and Cambria themselves, and as you know, I recently reviewed their album, The Unheavenly Creatures, and the more I've listened to that record, the more I've really kind of enjoyed it. And I didn't realise just how much of a progressive concept that the band have had throughout their writing. So the gig opened up with Prologue into I think it was about an 11-minute Dark Sentencer, and that was massive, I have to say. Just to be able to pull that level of instrumentation out and keep the audience like interested was a massive deal for me, and not to mention that the band sounded so massive, you know, because when you've got these lofty conceptual ideas, you need to have the playing ability to back it up. A lot of the stuff was kind of a mixture of Good Apollo and Burning Star 4, In Keeping Secrets of Silent Earth 3, there was 1 Year of the Black Rainbow track, and overall Unheavenly Creatures. As I'm more familiar with them on the Unheavenly Creatures, those were the tracks that really kind of stood out to me. And yeah, title track Unheavenly Creatures had that amazing nostalgia feel to it, as well as Old Flames, which was really great, which was their penultimate track. But for me, what I really enjoyed was seeing a crowd so animated and so completely devoted to Coheed and Cambria that there were times when Claudio Sanchez wouldn't even sing and it would just be the crowd, and it was loud enough that you could hear it. And particularly when you tie it all in with the concept, you know, it's not exactly easy digestible stuff, it's pretty full on. And the band sounded brilliant. Their light show was really interesting, quite simplistic but interesting, and it fitted perfectly with the kind of sound effects of the ship and all the kind of more story oriented elements. And of course there was an absolutely rapturous roar when Sanchez was handed that double twin guitar for Welcome Home. It reminded me how good that song is, because I haven't heard it in a couple of years. And it's such a fantastically written track. It's definitely made me want to check out their back catalogue. If you guys have any suggestions, drop them down in a comment. I'd love to hear them. Overall, it was such a positive vibe. And for me, someone who's never really seen Coheed and Cambria before, I'd definitely go and see them again. Let me know if you were at the Coheed gig. If you were, drop a comment. Check out my video review as well if you're kind of unsure about the album. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did, hit that like and subscribe button. I've got plenty more stuff over on Metal Sucks as well, which is a weekly apocalyptic anniversary series I do. Album reviews, interviews, all sorts of cool stuff. And I will see you guys at the next live review. Until then, take care guys.